One of the best reps from the East-West Shrine game, Kobe Bryant showing great off-man technique here. If you want to impress scouts, I would say in off-man is one way to do it because a lot of guys just want to get up there and press. It requires a lot more skill, in my opinion. I like 3 things in this rep. The first thing is I think we have a good tempo in our pedal. When you're in front of receivers, you should be able to feel, is that guy's head down, shoulders down? Is he looking to dig, or is that chest up? And is he kind of chopping his steps? His stride length isn't that long. If he's not pushing out of there, we don't want to increase the space by being too fast on our back pedal. Now, once the receiver gets to the top of the route, that's when you usually get your moves. He does a good job of maintaining his inside leverage here. Doesn't get pulled outside by this outside fake. We're actually able to mirror all 3 moves. Inside, outside, back to inside. We have a good base. Our feet stay hot. We stay off our heels, and we're able to meet the receiver at his upfield shoulder and make a play on the ball. Great rep. This is a great off-man rep here. The one thing I want you guys to focus on is this moment in the route, what the DB's doing with his hips. Now, when I was taught off-man, before we fully just open in a crossover run from our back pedal, I was taught the last phase. The last phase is good for intermediate routes. He's going to turn his hips or quarter turn his hips towards the receiver. Now in this position, we can break on anything intermediate. We still have our chest to the receiver, so he can't backdoor us versus if we were in a full crossover run. And if we do need to open and run to the fade, we're already halfway there. So it allows us to open and run as well. We get into our quarter turn. Once we get the break, we're able to plant efficiently, drive, and stay glued to the man. This is a drill you can do to work on your quarter turn or last phase. Back pedal, turn your hips to a 45. Back pedal, turning our hips to a 45 again. This is a great tool to have to help you make more plays in your off man. Great patience here by the DB in the red zone. Let's break down this clip. Every DB coach is going to tell you be patient, stay square. Now, usually one-on-ones is a wide receiver drill, but once we condense the field, once we're at the 10, it's in our favor because now it's the 20-yard field if you include the back of the end zone. So we can almost cut the route tree in half. What are we watching? Whether you're a hip guy, whether you're a belly button, bottom of the numbers guy, if we're watching this the entire time, he's doing all of this movement, but his center mass has not gone anywhere. DB does a good job staying patient and staying square, especially because we're the bigger guy. And once we finally get the release from the receiver, we get a kick step to remain on top. Now we can use our size. Our kick step forced him to the sideline here. We can get our head back and play the ball. This is a great press man rep. Let's talk about the press technique. And Cal actually has 3 DBs at the Shrine Bowl. Shout out to their DB coach. He's definitely doing something right over there. We talk about this technique in our DB Mastery program. Watch his right foot. We take 2 patient steps, keeps us square. We're not giving ground. Step, step, and then step, replace. Receiver falls trying to duck the jam, so we don't even need to get hands on him to affect the release here. And then we're about a yard from the sideline. Keep squeezing him to that sideline here. Receiver's basically out of bounds, has to try to come back inside. Good work at the line of scrimmage.